Welcome back to the Marc Peard Sports Facebook page. We're looking at the NBA playoffs, the semi-finals for the conference finals. What does that make it? The conference semi-finals?
Yeah, the grand final eliminator.
The program to the eliminator semi-grand final conference. We've got Jimmy Neesham with us, who knows everything about basketball. He said it in all his tweets. No, he doesn't. Jimmy is with us because he is the person I know out of all the New Zealand's professional athletes that knows the most about the NBA. I'll give you that.
And because I showed you up last year predicting the finals.
You didn't, though. I won that.
The finals?
Oh, just the finals. I won the whole series.
Nobody thought that was going to happen. Yes. I was the only person who said it.
Yes. Thank you. Sorry, we went a little bit too far there. I did win that, but he did predict the finals. So, Jimmy, thanks so much for coming in. And Nathan Rarere, my friend, thank you for your time. Kia ora for that.
Yes.
So, Jimmy, let's go to the matchup between, this is probably the lamest, in my opinion, but you may differ from that. Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron, 21 straight first-round victories, just sweeping the floor with the Indiana Pacers. Won that one 4-0, taking on the Toronto Raptors, who notoriously choked, but decided not to against Milwaukee. The Bucks. Who have you got in that matchup?
I think the biggest debate on this series is, do you think Toronto are going to steal one?
Yeah.
And I think they will. I think Cleveland's defense has just shown the ability to just collapse completely over the last month or so. And I think they will do that in one game, so I've gone Cleveland in 5.
I like that. That's tight. I actually thought you meant, are they going to steal one away and then that's going to... No. You're not talking about stealing...
No, I'm not talking about a series.
No, okay,
LeBron it's finals LeBron now.
Yeah. That's such a thing, isn't it? And I reckon we'll start referring to that.
It's a bit like Final Shaq used to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just hold off. NATO?
I think it's going to be like the biggest storyline in that series I could think of is LeBron going to get into some sort of drawing with Drake, who will be courtside, obviously, cheering for Toronto. You know, like in the old days, was it Spike Lee was having a go with Reggie Miller and that one as well. That kind of seems where it is. Yeah, beating Antetokounmpo was a great move there by Toronto, but they just won't get over Cleveland. But the thing to me is, can Cleveland look convincing enough that we believe they're going to beat Golden State once they get into those finals? Because I think it's not a done deal.
I'm glad that you brought that. I completely ignored that question you said because I was too busy thinking about something you said earlier, which was the Antetokounmpo, is it? How do you say it?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Yeah, Antetokounmpo.
Did you know that he was a 15th pick in the draft, along with another really good player, Kawhi Leonard? Who would you take now to build your franchise around? Kawhi Leonard, the best of the 15th picks. Kawhi Leonard or Giannis Antetokounmpo?
How old is Kawhi? 20.
He's young.
He's not super old, eh?
No, he is still young. He'd be 26, 27. How young do you want to go? Who's got the more prestige?
I think the Greek Freak has more upside. I think he could be potentially the best player in the league.
Tremendous upside.
Really?
If he develops a 3-point shot over this off-season, he becomes undefendable, I think. But, I mean, Kawhi is what he is already, and could he get even better? But I think, Giannis by a whisker.
I'm going to go Kawhi because at least I've seen what he's done and I know he's got there, because we might have another Marco Baghdadis on our hands here who looked like he was going to be amazing and then doesn't quite get there with Antetokounmpo. Gee, I've stuffed that up. Antetokounmpo. There.
And I'm not coming out with an answer until I've gone to the toilet, given myself 2 days to outthink you, Jimmy, with your sharp wit and your crazy Twitter rants. I love it. But no, I'd actually go with Kawhi at this stage. I just don't like. There's so much. He's too lanky and long. I think he gets hurt. That's what I'm going for. Yeah, and
he doesn't have a history of injuries,
but he's just so long.
He's got a lot of flying to do, hasn't he?
Yeah, and he does. He's really athletic. He's proper athletic. So that's where you get hurt.
Basketball team up in business class on those cross country flights they have. They must do, eh?
No, they got their own jets, don't they?
Yeah.
Oh,
the private jets.
Because I remember Stephen Adams said that was the thing he was most surprised about when he joined the NBA. Said the planes have tables on them.
So they're called that because you can see it when the Oklahoma City Thunder team land. You can see the jet land, and they've always got fans there that are live tweeting. No matter what time of the night it is, they'll all be there with signs up against the meshing fence, going, "Yeah, Stephen," and you see them all walk to limos out of the private jet.
Remember there was that Houston play? Was it Rodney White or something White? Remember that he didn't like flying, so he had to drive.
You're not thinking Morris. One of the Morris brothers was that
one of the Morris brothers doesn't fly either.
Yeah.
No, but imagine that, driving around, because John Madden, he was
John Madden
doesn't
was
like
the same.
To fly, he drives as well.
The Bangladesh cricket team didn't want to fly when they were here.
Really?
Because Tamim Iqbal played for Wellington about 3 years ago in the 2020 competition. He said it was awful. So we played them in Christchurch, and they drove up to Picton and ferried over. And
on a roadie.
Losers.
Did they do what? Just like in like an old sort of classic
a bus.
school van.
Did you
sort of
beat
trip?
their ass
couple
and
of
send them
IMAXs?
back up the country?
Yeah, we did.
Yes.
And they had to fly home too, so it was doubly embarrassing.
Jimmy, been a pleasure, man. All the best for the Black Caps. Thank you so much for coming in and helping us out. Nate?
Yeah.
I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Okay.